An update now on attempted voter fraud in Duval County. The I-team has uncovered new documents showing the person who dropped off voter registration applications investigators found to be fraudulent was working on behalf of the Republican Party of Florida, but not anymore. I-team investigator Ann Maxwell has been following the paper trail for us. Ann.
We got this log from the Supervisor of Elections office. It lists those who dropped off voter registration applications on behalf of other people this summer when investigators say these crimes happened. It shows the woman who dropped off the applications investigators found to be forged was working for the Republican Party.
And then if you can look at the signatures.
About a month ago, Satrice King says she came home to find the card of an investigator from the state attorney's office.
He was like, yeah, we're doing an investigation on voters fraud. And he was like, I think you was one of the people that was used.
She was skeptical, but then they sent her a voter registration application dated July 2nd.
I seen that someone had actually used my name, my address, my date of birth, actually signed my signature.
But other personal information was missing, and the signatures didn't match.
At that point, I was like, wow, like people is really out here getting your information. So they try to get as many as they can so they will find, I guess, anybody information they can get.
Court records show King is one of dozens of people targeted in an alleged voter fraud operation this summer. Jordan Daniels and Devin King, no relation to Satrice, are charged with criminal use of personal information. They're accused of trying to register more than 60 people to vote without their consent. The state attorney's office says some of those people were dead. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, election staff noted inconsistencies in a large number of applications turned in through a third party.
But they didn't know my mother's maiden name and stuff like that, so they say that was set off a red flag.
It is lawful for third parties to conduct voter registration drives. When third parties submit other people's voter registration applications, they must be registered and hand-deliver them. According to JSO, an elections official learned a woman named Jernice Mitchell had dropped off the suspicious applications. News4Jax obtained the log that lists who dropped off third-party voter registration applications this summer and who they were working for. It shows Jernice Mitchell dropped off more than 600 applications in 2 batches this summer. On July 2nd, it shows Mitchell dropped off 338 applications as a representative of the Republican Party of Florida. Duval Dems was also written but crossed out. The ID number associated with the applications on the log matches that of the Republican Party of Florida. According to the log, Mitchell dropped off another 300-plus applications 10 days later, also with the ID code for the Republican Party of Florida. The JSO report shows when the elections official questioned Mitchell about the suspicious applications, she said they were collected by her employees, Devin King and Jordan Daniels. A few weeks ago, an elections official told the I-team most of the applications were trying to register Democrats as Republicans.
That's crazy because I'm a Democrat, so I don't want nobody to try to change what I am.
The state GOP looked into the case. The director of the Republican Party of Florida says in a statement to the I-team, 2 employees of a subcontractor who were performing limited voter registration services in Duval County were discovered last summer to have acted inappropriately and against RPOF standards. According to the director, the employees were immediately fired by the subcontractor, and as soon as the party learned about the incident, it immediately terminated its relationship with the subcontractor. As for King, she's glad she called the investigator who left their card.
Don't steal my information. Don't steal nobody's own, but don't steal mine either.
And it's not clear how these people's information might have been compromised. The state attorney's office has said they do believe these suspects were acting to try to get monetary gain rather than for a political purpose. State attorney's office also says they don't know how many people might have been affected, so you can check your voter registration information on the Supervisor of Elections website and make sure everything is accurate. As for Jernice Mitchell, we've tried to reach her multiple times, but we haven't yet heard back. Live downtown, Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.